Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now you're probably wondering what the hell I'm wearing. Well, I got this awesome jacket on because we're going to the playoffs. It's a nice time. It does suck that we're getting close to the end of football season, but we are doing the playoff predictions. I'm going to do this again after the wildcard round to see what I got right, what I got wrong, and maybe I'll make new predictions, but we're going to start off in the AFC, the Chargers versus the Patriots. Patriots, I still think they're frauds because they haven't really beaten any good teams. This will be the true test to see if they beat a team. Now, I do think the Patriots are going to win this game because the Chargers always like to charge it. They're just the massive choke artists, even though I feel like the Patriots are kind of like that too, but the Chargers, I think, are going to be up by like 20 points, and then the Patriots are going to come back, and then they're going to win. Final score is going to be 34-31. Patriots win. They get a last-minute field goal, and they move on to the divisional round. Now we got the Bills and the Jaguars. This is probably going to be the best team in the AFC wildcard round because Jags have been on the hot streak. I'm pretty sure they're on an 8-game winning streak. Yeah, 8-game winning streak. That is not something I think that I've been saying in the Big 26, but the Jags are on an 8-game winning streak, and the Bills have not been doing too shabby either. I mean, they have not been doing as good as they should, which really sucks them because this could be their best shot at winning a championship because the Chiefs are not in the playoffs. And this is going to be a close game because the Bills, they always do good. The problem for them is they're playing in Jacksonville, which is a really hot weather, and they're not good at playing in hot areas. I mean, I think the Bills can definitely win, but I think this will be a very close game. I'm taking the Jaguars here. It's going to be close. I think the final score is going to be Jaguars 47, Bills 43. And then we got Texans and the Steelers. Now, the Steelers shouldn't even made the playoffs, honestly. None of the teams in that division deserve to be in the playoffs. But, I could pick this. Hold on. But, even though the Texans are a great team, I got a feeling, I don't know why, I just got this feeling that the Steelers and Rodgers are going to sort of pull out some bullshit magic, and I think they could win, honestly. I don't think they're going to win, though. I think it'll be close, though, but they could easily win because Aaron Rodgers might pull out some magic. But I'm still taking the Texans here. That defense is just so good, and their offense is still better than the Steelers thing. So I'm taking the Texans, but I think it's going to be 24-23, and the Texans are going to win. But I feel like the Steelers could very easily win this game. Now on to the NFC, which I said I'm going to try to be unbiased, and I'm still going to be trying to do that, but it might not end up well. All I'm going to say right now is, if you thought I came on this app and thought I was taking my Eagles to lose any of these teams, that's not what I'm going to do. But I am going to just pretend like they're a different team in the playoff. So, I'll do that. But we're starting off with the Bears and the Packers. Now, this could be a really close game. Even though the Packers are 7th seed, rivalry games are always really close. And I think the Packers have a good shot at winning. Mainly, it is in Chicago though, because the Bears barely beat the Packers both the other times. Now, to be fair, the Packers don't have Micah Parsons, and also Roma Jr. is coming back for the Bears. And I think Jordan Love possibly could be out. But I think that the Bears are gonna win, but it could be the easy Packers. Actually, no, I'm taking the Packers, and I think the Packers are gonna win 26-20. Packers. We're gonna go with the Panthers and the LA Rams game, and actually we're gonna save that other game for last. Now, if there is gonna be an upset in the first round, this is the game I think there's gonna be an upset in. Even though the Panthers barely made it in the playoffs, they should have been 9-8, but the refs kind of screwed them over in that game against the Bucks, and they almost won. But even though the Rams are such a fire team, bro, they're a great team. Panthers did beat them early in the season, and I think if there's going to be an upset in the first round, this is the game where there's going to be an upset. I'm taking the Panthers to win. I'm going to take Panthers 28-24. 26, Panthers beat the Rams and pull off the upset and make it to the divisional round. Now we're going against my Philadelphia Eagles versus the San Francisco 49ers. And even though we haven't been the best team in the league as of recent, and the Niners have been a hot team, I still think we got it. Nick Sirianni has never lost a home playoff game ever, and I think we're gonna the way. I think George Kittle also saw. I saw something about some players being out, and I mean, even though the Niners are a great team, I think we got it. We only did bad because we had our backups in, and also there's a bunch of dumb ref calls in that game. But I think we're gonna continue the streak of winning home playoff games. So, Eagles make it to the second round. Now we'll go on to the divisional round in the AFC. We'll start off with the Jags and the Patriots. A rematch from the AFC Championship game back in, I think, 2018, 2017 it was. And this is in New England, but the Jaguars have been a great team. This will be the true test to see if they're actually a legit team. Because even if they do beat the Chargers, that'll be the best thing they've beaten. But the Chargers, they are, So, yeah, but if this is the matchup, I definitely think the Jags are going to win. I think they're actually going to whoop the Patriots if they do it. I'm going to take Jags winning by at least 2 touchdowns. I'm going to go Jags 35, Patriots 16. Now we got the Broncos and the Texans. This is going to be an amazing game to watch. Now, I will say there's probably going to be an easy winner because the Broncos are basically just better Texans, honestly. They have better defense. Even though the Texans have a great defense, the Broncos have the best defense in the league. I think that Bo Nix might be better than CJ Stroud. The quarterback play is probably the same. They're running, but the Broncos have a better running back because the Texans don't even have a running back. Wait, who's the running back? Woody Marks, Nick Chubb. And the Broncos have a much better offensive line. And I think the only thing you could argue is that the Texans have a better receiving core because Nico Collins is just a massive dog. And I mean, they have Cole's son, who's been pretty good this year. And they got who else they got? I don't know who they have. Evan Ingram at tight end. It's probably better than the Texans tight end. But yeah, the Broncos are just a better version of the Texans, except the receiver. And I don't think Nico Collins is gonna be able to do enough to take down the Broncos defense. And they have Pat Surtain. He's probably gonna walk and put the straps up on Nico. So I think this might be a very low scoring game because both the defenses are so good. But I'm gonna take the Broncos here. Broncos 18, Texans 13. Now I move to the divisional round in the NFC. We got the Green Bay Packers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Now, there have been so many good moments in the past with the Seahawks and the Packers in the playoffs. I don't know if you remember that playoff game where I think the Seahawks ended up, there was like an interception and catch, and they called, I think the Seahawks ended up getting the ball and then they went to the Super Bowl. But what we got is a dilemma because I don't know how Sam Darnold or JSN's gonna play. I mean, the running backs for Seattle finally have shown up within the last part of the year, but the Seahawks, they're a weird team. I mean, they get the number 1 seed, but Sam Darnold, is he gonna be the Sam Darnold that we want to see, and he's actually gonna do good, or is he gonna start throwing a bunch of picks? And same thing with JSN. Is he gonna be the offensive player of the year first half of the season, JSN, or is he gonna be the most meh receiver, JSN? Now, I think Seahawks definitely got it, especially because it's at home. But this could go the Packers' way. I don't know. I'm taking the Seahawks, though. I don't think they're going to lose. I'm just thinking JSN's going to do good. Now, you guys probably think that I'm a freaking, I'm probably like, oh, you're cheating. There's no way you guys are going to make it to the NFC Championship. But, I mean, the Panthers won, but they're not going to have that much match again. Especially since the Eagles in Philly. We're not losing a playoff game in Philadelphia yet. I'm taking the Eagles to move to the NFC Championship. Probably was like, oh, you're such a cheater. Ah. Whatever. Now we got the Broncos, the Jaguars. This game, I don't know who's gonna win. The Jaguars already beat them in Denver, but the Broncos, I feel like they're such a good team. I feel like they could definitely make it. Oh my god, who's gonna be? That's a tough game. It's tough. Yeah, I mean, the Jaguars already beat them in Denver. I think, you know what? I think the Jaguars are gonna do it. They beat them already. They can definitely do it again. Jaguars are going to the Super Bowl for the first time in their franchise's history. Now the NFC. If this is where the Eagles are gonna, road's gonna end, it's where the road's gonna end.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
This is gonna be a good game. Bird versus Bird. It's gonna be in Seattle. Now, if you can't, yeah, actually, you know, I'm changing it. If you came on this app thinking I'm gonna pick against my team, you're wrong. I'm not cursing my team like that. Super Bowl, Eagles make it for the second time in a row, for the fourth time in the past 8 years. They're going to the Super Bowl. Eagles, Jags, Super Bowl 60. What a matchup. Are the Jags going to get their first Super Bowl, or are the Eagles going to go back-to-back and prove that even with a terrible offensive coordinator, you can still start a dynasty? Now, if my gut feeling says take my team, but I don't know if we're actually going to win. The Jaguars have such a good team, and I think if this game does come down, it's going to be to the wire. I actually realized I forgot to say, like, my things, but whatever. Those scores don't matter. We're at the Super Bowl now. And this game is actually the game that's going to come down to a wire, and I think you know what's going to happen? I see it in my head. The Jaguars set up for a 60-plus yard field goal. Cam Whittle, the best kicker in the league. He sets up, he's going, and it's blocked by Jalen Carter. Running back for a touchdown. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 60. There we go. I'm just kidding. I feel like if Cam Whittle actually does line up for a field goal, he's going to make it and win the game. So that's what's going to happen. I feel like I know, but I'm not picking against my team. I think the Eagles are going to win, but they're probably not. Like, I'm picking the Eagles because they're my team, but what's going to happen is probably going to be a tie game in the fourth quarter, and I think what's going to happen is Cam Whittle's going to set up for a long kick, and I think he's going to kick it, and he's either going to miss and the Eagles are going to win, and it's going to go to overtime, and the Eagles will win overtime, or he's going to kick and probably make it because he's the best kicker in the league. So I think the Jaguars are going to get their first Super Bowl, but I'm picking the Eagles, so I can't go against the Eagles, bro. If the Eagles do go back to the Super Bowl and they lose, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry and cry and cry. But yeah, so I'm picking the Eagles, but it's gonna be the Jaguars. Like Campbell's gonna get there, but I'm just gonna say the Eagles because I cannot. If I play against them, I'm gonna curse my team. Because every time that I pick them to win the Super Bowl, no, not every time I picked, but I did pick like them to win last year, and they won. And also when they went in 2017 or 2018, whatever that was, a long ago, I picked them to go and win. They did win. I mean, I did pick them to win in the other Super Bowl against the Chiefs. They lost, but to be fair, that we should have won that game. That pointing call was the most dumb ass thing ever. But I'm picking my Eagles, even though the Jaguars are probably gonna get it done for the first time in their franchise history. But yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be. And you guys are probably thinking that I'm so biased, but I don't care. You can call me biased or whatever. But if you did watch this far in the video, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I haven't had any like good videos up recently. My editor's just been working on this really big video that I'm gonna have up. And once I have that up, I'm gonna start working on another game review that is a game that you guys might know pretty well. I haven't played it before, but some of you might know it. And I haven't had RVA Philly news out, mainly also because I've been trying to get my editor to finish that one video. It's tough, and he can only edit 2 out of the 4 weeks in a month. And I'm kind of suck at editing. You guys probably know that. But, yeah, this video is actually not going to be edited by anyone. It's just be edited by me. But I don't really need to edit much of this. But, yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm setting a massive goal. New Year's resolution. I want to get to 1 1,000 subscribers this year. And if we make it that far, so I'm gonna tell you this right now, something massive, I would do something insanely massive. Almost as massive as the Loten on-chain. I can't be saying that in the Big 26. But for real, if we make it to 1K subscribers, I'm going to do something crazy. Something massive. Something, I don't even know what yet. But it's going to be crazy, I'll tell you that. So, please like and subscribe. Let's get to 1,000. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.